What's going on, y'all? My name's Rob. Welcome back to the Kentucky Chew. Well, welcome back, folks. Appreciate you all tuning in, and let's get right to it. This video is for one purpose only. We want to find out if Basil Hayden 10-year is any good. Now, I'm starting the video off like this, kind of aggressive, coming at Basil Hayden here, because to be honest with you, this is the first bottle I've ever picked up out of the Basil Hayden lineup. This comes out of the Beam Distillery, and the reason I always pass up anything Basil Hayden is one reason only: 80 proof. Look, I'm not a proof snob. You know, it doesn't have to be 100 plus proof for me. I do like 120, 130 proof bottles. I've had some 120, 130 proof bottles I don't care for, right? Like, it doesn't have to be a certain proof. But 80 proof has always just seemed too low. And so I just really was never interested. But I was shopping in the store one day. I was actually in a Kroger, and this was here. And so I just went ahead and picked it up. So the 10-year is intriguing. You know, you put a 10-year age statement on there, that is going to stand out to me. You know, patience is a virtue, and when bourbon sits that long and ages, typically you're going to get something good out of it. And so we'll see. We're going to pop this bad boy open. Like I told you all, I'm trying to get through all the bottles I've picked up this year and added to my collection. Technically, this is one of them. So let's get to chewing. Alright, like I said, we got the Basil Hayden 10-year here, 80 proof. Notes here say bold oak, caramel sweetness, and vanilla. And something to note about these Beam products, they are a high rye proof. So, gonna have a little bit more of a percentage of rye in it than most. I believe this is somewhere around 27% rye, 25 to 30, somewhere in there. I'm pretty sure it's 27, but let's give it a whirl. Let's give it a chance here, okay? Go ahead and dive in. Let's get a little bit on the nose. Alright, so when I'm reading the label and I see the 80 proof, I'm not expecting much. I'm not thinking there's going to be this big bold flavor. There's going to be this like big punch on the nose. I'm a little bit surprised to find that there is a decent nose here. I'm going to stand corrected. I mean, pretty decent. Pretty good nose so far. Not overly complex. It's definitely fruit forward, like a sweet honey vanilla with like I'm getting like a strong berry note, like raspberry. Very sweet very sweet nose. So let's give it a taste. Happy chewing. Well, yeah. Nose was pretty good, but you're not really buying a bourbon for the nose. You know, I like a good nose. I want a good taste. Strong finish is nice. Bourbon is usually complex, and that makes it really wonderful. There's not much here. There's just not much here, folks. Yeah, so here's the deal. When a product sits in a barrel for 10 years, you're gonna expect a little bit more. You just are. It's had that time to age and pick out all those flavors out of the wood. It's going through multiple seasons, especially here in Kentucky where we get it all year round. And I mean, it definitely drinks its proof point. It's obvious that it's under 90 proof. No heat, no burn, nothing like that. It's got a little sweet at the kick. I am picking up oak from it being in the barrel, like I said, for that 10-year mark, but there's just not a lot going on there. And this is gonna run you about $60, retail. As far as I know, this does not go for secondary anywhere. I know it's like a special release by them, so it's probably not readily on the shelves everywhere. I don't know what that list looks like nationwide. Let me know if this product is available where you're at. Again, we're out of Kentucky. Last time I saw, this is still on the shelf here locally for me, but I don't see it all the time. I hate to say it, I would pass this up. I wouldn't buy it again. I'm not mad that I got it. I tried it. This would be fantastic to give to a beginner, to a newbie who's just getting in started into trying bourbon. So, it's going to stay on my shelf, and I'll use it for that purpose when I have people come over who maybe haven't experienced the wonderful world of whiskey. But outside of that, it's just lacking. There's way better products you can spend $60 on, like Old Reliable here. Eagle Rare, Buffalo Trace Distillery. If you get this retail, it's going to be somewhere in between $30 to $40. 10-year product. To me, this is the OG. Can't beat it. Well, you can. You're just going to spend a lot more money on a 10-year product. In my opinion, that's going to be better than Eagle Rare. There's other 10-year products that are more readily available, and they are fantastic. Eagle Rare is not most of the time. Most people. It's going to be hard to find. I want to see just how big of a difference I pick up compared to the Eagle Rare with the Basil Hayden 10-year. Cheers. Happy chewing. A lot more depth to the nose. Way better finish. Think about it. This is 90 proof, right? So we got an 80 proof with a 90 proof, and like that difference alone is huge. I mean, when we're talking about what I'm actually tasting from glass to glass, night and day difference. Just more complex, a lot more flavors. The flavors last longer. They're bolder tasting. Again, both these have aged 10 years, and the Eagle Rare is better, no doubt. That I knew that going into it. I just wanted to see how big of a difference I could pick up between the two. Eagle Rare, one of my favorites. It's a good bottle. Unfortunately, it's just not something that you can easily find. But my opinion, here at the Kentucky Chew, the Basil Hayden, not worth it. I'd spend $60 on a different bottle. Heck, I'd probably buy 2 bottles for the $60. 2 bottles around the $30 price range, and call it a day. But glad I picked it up. I'll share it. I'll use it. And that's what this channel is about, trying new things. So, Basil Hayden 10-year, folks. If you like it, if it's one of your go-tos, let me know. If there's a Basil Hayden product I should pick up, let me know that too. Be happy to try it. That's all we got in this one, folks. Appreciate you all watching. If you do us a favor, if you do like the content we put out, please like and subscribe, and check out our Instagram handle at the Kentucky Chew. Cheers, y'all. Happy chewing.